From the outside, our family seemed perfect. My father, a successful businessman, had built a comfortable life for us, and we never wanted for anything. Or so I thought. The cracks began to show on an ordinary Sunday afternoon during one of our monthly family dinners, which my father insisted on to discuss family matters and finances. As we settled around the elegant dining table, my father cleared his throat, signaling he had something important to discuss. "I've decided it's time to set up a trust fund," he began, his eyes sweeping over my sister, Lily, and me. I smiled, assuming this was another step in securing our family's future, a gesture of fairness and care. The smile faded when he continued. "This fund will be solely for Lily's benefit. I want to ensure she has no financial worries in her future." The room went silent. I waited for an explanation, a justification that never came. Instead, my father praised Lily for her recent, albeit minor, achievements, completely overlooking my contributions to maintaining the family business and properties. Lily's smirk told me everything I needed to know about her prior knowledge of this decision. It wasn't just the favoritism that stung, it was the betrayal. I had managed our family's finances, ensuring our taxes were paid and our investments sound, receiving not a word of thanks. The rest of the dinner passed in a blur. I nodded where expected, but inside a storm was brewing. The revelation had not just divided a trust fund, it had split our family into clear favorites and those left behind. That night, as I lay in bed, the weight of years of being the responsible one, the overlooked one, bore down on me. My father's choice made one thing painfully clear: no amount of dedication to the family mattered unless you were the favorite. But as the resentment settled in my chest, a plan began to form. If they did not value my contributions, perhaps it was time they learned just how much they relied on them. In the weeks that followed the trust fund announcement, my involvement with the family finances became purely mechanical. I went through the motions, paying bills, managing accounts, but my heart wasn't in it anymore. My father and Lily carried on, blissfully unaware of the bitterness that was growing inside me. One evening, as I sat reviewing the tax documents for the upcoming quarter, a stark realization hit me. I was the linchpin holding our family's financial stability together. My father, preoccupied with his business ventures, and Lily, absorbed in her luxuries, had no real understanding of the intricacies involved in managing our substantial assets. The disparity in my father's treatment gnawed at me every day. Lily received lavish praise for minimal efforts, her mistakes overlooked or excused, while my steady dedication was met with indifference or at times outright criticism for not being more like her. This imbalance in gratitude and recognition was poisoning my view of what family meant. It was during one particularly taxing week, filled with correcting Lily's reckless spending mistakes, that the seed of rebellion took root. What if I just stopped? What if I stepped back and let them handle everything themselves? The thought was both terrifying and exhilarating. As I pondered this, I recalled all the late nights spent sorting through receipts, the weekends sacrificed to balance the books, and the countless financial crises I had averted without so much as a thank you. My resentment brewed into a quiet rage, and with it, a decision crystallized. I began by delaying a few non-essential payments, nothing too risky but enough to start making a point. I watched almost with a detached curiosity as overdue notices started coming in, which I conveniently forgot to mention. Lily and my father remained oblivious, caught up in their world of superficial achievements and self-congratulations. The real test came when it was time to prepare for the quarterly tax filings, a task I had taken upon myself for years without question. This time I did nothing. I waited to see if either of them would notice the lapse, if they would realize how much they depended on me. As the tax deadline loomed closer, I maintained my facade of normalcy, handling other aspects of our finances with calculated indifference to the tax situation. My father, wrapped up in his business dealings, and Lily, perpetually distracted by her social life, showed no signs of awareness. The tension for me, however, was palpable. Each day brought us closer to a potential financial fallout. As the tax deadline approached, the air in our home grew tense. though only I seemed to feel the undercurrents of impending trouble. My daily routines became fraught with silent anticipation, each passing day a step closer to the inevitable fallout. Inside, my emotions were a mix of dread and vindictive satisfaction. Part of me wanted to prevent the disaster I knew was coming, the responsible side that had always ensured our family's security. But another part, the one bruised by years of neglect and unfair treatment, longed to see them face the consequences of their ignorance and entitlement. 2 weeks before the deadline, the first real sign of trouble appeared. An urgent notice from the tax authorities arrived, indicating a significant penalty for late payment if not resolved promptly. I placed the letter among other mail, knowing my father usually overlooked these amidst his busy schedule. Days passed, and the letter remained untouched. It was then that the reality of my decision fully hit me. This wasn't just about making a point anymore, it was about risking serious legal and financial repercussions for my family. My resolve wavered momentarily, questioning whether my desire for recognition was pushing me too far. However, a chance encounter solidified my resolve. During a rare family dinner, Lily casually mentioned planning an expensive vacation, funded, no doubt, by the trust my father had set up for her. Listening to her and watching my father's proud reactions reignited my frustration. They were so disconnected from the reality of our financial underpinnings, so insulated by the buffer I provided. With only a week left, I made a conscious decision. I would not step in unless explicitly asked. It was time they learned to appreciate the complexity and necessity of my role in our family. The deadline day arrived without any action from my father or Lily. The office was unusually quiet, the tension finally spilling over as the phone rang. It was the accountant, his tone panicked, asking why he hadn't received our tax documents for review. I calmly explained that I hadn't prepared them, suggesting he speak directly with my father. As I passed the message along, I watched my father's face turn from confusion to concern. For the first time in years, he was directly confronting the chaos that could ensue from ignoring the nuts and bolts of our financial obligations. The moment I informed my father about the accountant's call, his reaction was a mix of disbelief and irritation. For years, he had been detached from the day-to-day management of our family's finances, trusting me implicitly to handle everything. Now, faced with a crisis, he was forced to engage directly with the consequences of that detachment. "Wait, what do you mean the taxes aren't done?" he asked, his voice rising in both volume and pitch. "Isn't that your responsibility?" I met his gaze steadily, my response calm but firm. "I've managed it every year, Dad, but after you decided to set up the trust fund for Lily without even acknowledging my work, I figured it's time you handle some of these responsibilities yourself." The room fell silent. Lily, who had been scrolling on her phone, looked up, sensing the tension. My father's face flushed with a mixture of confusion and embarrassment as he processed my words. For the first time, he seemed to genuinely consider the implications of his oversight. I didn't realize you felt this way," he admitted. "I thought you were okay with handling the finances, and the trust fund for Lily, I thought." "You thought what?" "That I wouldn't mind being overlooked, that I wouldn't want some security too." My words were not just questions, but a release of years of pent-up frustration. He sighed, running a hand through his hair. "No, I suppose not. I messed up, didn't I?" It was not a full admission of his favoritism, but it was a start, a crack in his usual facade of parental infallibility. Lily, ever the opportunist, chimed in, her tone defensive. "Well, I didn't ask for the trust fund. You can't blame me for Dad's decision." I turned to her, my voice even. "It's not about blame, Lily. It's about fairness and appreciation, something I've realized is sorely lacking here." Seeing them both confronted with the reality of my feelings and the operational impact of their decisions was strangely cathartic. It wasn't just about the taxes, it was about being seen and valued. My father finally nodded, his demeanor sobering. "Let's fix this. Together. I'll call the accountant and we'll sort out the taxes, and we need to talk about how we handle things moving forward. Clearly, we need a better balance." As he picked up the phone to salvage what he could of the situation, I felt a slight shift in our family dynamics. It was a small victory, but a significant one. For the first time in a long time, I felt like my concerns were being heard, and maybe, just maybe, this could be a turning point towards a more equitable family relationship. The aftermath of the tax debacle served as a wake-up call for my father and Lily. It was clear that the seamless operation of our family's finances, which they had taken for granted, was due to my diligent management. This realization began to shift how they engaged with me in the business. In the days that followed, my father took a more active interest in the financial aspects he had previously ignored. He started sitting down with me regularly, not just to understand the process, but to genuinely contribute. These sessions, initially awkward, gradually became productive discussions about our financial strategies and future planning. Lily, on her part, seemed to struggle with the new family dynamic. Accustomed to receiving undivided attention and praise, she found herself on the periphery of these financial discussions. Her initial resistance, marked by petty complaints and attempts to divert attention back to her, slowly gave way to a reluctant acceptance as she observed the positive changes in our family's approach to business. During one of our financial planning sessions, my father broached the subject of the trust fund again. "I've been thinking about the trust fund, and I realize how unfair it was to exclude you," he confessed. "I want to rectify that. What if we set up something similar for you, something that acknowledges your hard work and contribution?" The offer took me by surprise. While part of me was tempted to dismiss it as too little, too late, another part recognized the effort behind his gesture. It was a tangible acknowledgement of my value to the family and the business. "I appreciate that, Dad." "Let's discuss more about what that might look like," I replied, feeling a cautious optimism about our restored relationship. As we moved forward, the changes within our family were palpable. We revamped our business model to ensure more transparent and equitable management practices. This not only improved our internal dynamics, but also our business performance. Our employees noticed the change too, commenting on the improved atmosphere and more involved leadership. Lily found her own way to contribute by leveraging her social skills for business networking, turning her penchant for socializing into an asset. As she became more involved in a constructive way, her relationship with me slowly began to improve. We found a new respect for each other's strengths, working together rather than in opposition. The shift in our family dynamic brought about a rejuvenation not only in our relationships but also in our business operations. The more equitable and transparent approach to managing our family's assets allowed for fresh ideas and innovations to be implemented, which in turn spurred growth and profitability. With the restructuring of the trust funds to recognize both Lily's and my contributions, there was a renewed sense of fairness that permeated our dealings. This restructuring wasn't just about financial equity. It symbolized a commitment to valuing all family members equally, which strengthened our bond and collective dedication to the family business. As we continued to adapt our business model, we focused on diversifying our investments and exploring new market opportunities. This strategic shift not only solidified our financial base but also allowed us to hedge against potential downturns. Our father, now more involved than ever, provided the wisdom of experience, while Lily and I brought in new perspectives and energy. This collaborative approach led to several successful ventures. We ventured into the tech sector, a move that proved particularly profitable. The tech startup we invested in developed an innovative logistics software that revolutionized supply chain management. Our involvement in this venture was a testament to our new dynamic, combining Lily's networking skills, my strategic planning, and our father's industry insights. As the business grew, so did our roles within it. I took on more strategic oversight, ensuring that our business decisions aligned with our long-term goals and values. Lily, finding her niche in public relations and marketing, helped to elevate our company's profile. The positive changes within our family and business did not go unnoticed. Employees expressed appreciation for the more involved and transparent leadership. This boost in morale translated into higher productivity and ultimately increased profits. We were not just a family business, but a model of how adaptability and equitable management could drive success. Reflecting on the journey, it was evident that the crisis over the trust fund had been a painful but necessary catalyst for change. It forced us to confront issues that had been simmering beneath the surface and prompted a transformation that benefited everyone involved. The revitalization of our family business not only stabilized our internal dynamics but also had a profound impact on the broader community. As our operations expanded and flourished, we were able to increase our local employment, providing jobs to hundreds in our hometown. This boost in employment had a ripple effect, enhancing the local economy and fostering a sense of community pride in our success. Our family also committed to giving back to the community that had supported us through the years. We established a scholarship fund aimed at helping local students pursue careers in technology and business. This initiative was a way to invest in the future generation, ensuring that the community that nurtured our family business would continue to thrive. Moreover, our involvement in local charities and environmental initiatives reflected our commitment to sustainable practices. These efforts were led by Lily, who had developed a keen interest in corporate social responsibility. Her projects not only benefited the environment but also enhanced our company's reputation as a responsible and ethical business leader. As our business and community involvement grew, our father began to consider the future of the family business in terms of succession planning. It was important to him that the transition to the next generation be smooth and that the values we had cultivated, fairness, innovation, and community support, remain at the core of our business practices. Together, we developed a leadership training program for young family members and high-potential employees. This program was designed to instill our business philosophy and prepare the next generation for leadership roles. By involving them in various aspects of the business early on, we hope to foster a deep understanding and appreciation for our family's legacy and its impact on the community. During family meetings, which had once been a source of tension, we now discussed long-term visions and legacy planning. These discussions were inclusive, with every family member, including younger cousins, encouraged to share their ideas and aspirations. This inclusive approach helped to solidify a sense of unity and shared purpose across the family. As our family business entered a new phase of growth and stability, the focus shifted towards nurturing the next generation of leaders. This was a crucial step to ensure the longevity and continued innovation of our company. By actively involving them in day-to-day operations and strategic planning, we prepared them not just to take over the business, but to propel it forward with fresh ideas and perspectives. The leadership training program became a cornerstone of this initiative. It combined practical business management skills with a strong emphasis on ethical leadership and community involvement. Participants, including young family members and selected employees, engaged in workshops, mentorship sessions, and were given responsibilities in real projects. This hands-on approach was designed to build their confidence and skills, ensuring they understood the weight of their future roles. Simultaneously, our father, seeing the positive changes and the potential in the younger generation, began to take a step back from day-to-day operations. He transitioned into a more advisory role, offering guidance and wisdom gained from decades of experience. This shift not only allowed him more time to focus on personal interests, but also demonstrated his trust in our capabilities and in the future leaders we were mentoring. Lily and I took on more prominent leadership roles during this transition. Lily, with her flair for public relations, spearheaded our external communications and brand strategy, bringing more visibility and a modern touch to our company's image. I focused on strategic growth and innovation, ensuring that our business decisions aligned with long-term goals and market trends. As we led these efforts, we also fostered a culture of open communication and continuous learning within the company. We encouraged the next generation to voice their ideas and solutions, emphasizing that innovation could come from anywhere and anyone within the organization. This inclusive culture helped to ignite new ideas and kept our business dynamic and competitive. The impact of these efforts became evident. New product lines introduced by the younger team members were well received in the market, leading to increased sales and market share. Their fresh approaches to digital marketing and customer engagement also opened up new demographic segments for our products. As our next generation of leaders began to assert their roles, their innovative strategies and fresh perspectives led to notable milestones for our family business. The successful launch of several new product lines not only boosted our market share but also brought us into new, previously untapped markets. These achievements were not just a testament to the capabilities of our young leaders, but also a reflection of our family's commitment to adapting and thriving in a changing business landscape. One of the most significant milestones was being recognized as an industry leader in innovation at a major national business conference. This award was particularly gratifying as it acknowledged the successful transition of leadership and the blending of experienced guidance with new ideas. Our family, along with the extended team, celebrated this achievement with a gala event recognizing everyone's contributions. This celebration was more than just a corporate event. It was a symbol of our family's journey from internal discord to unity and success. It was an opportunity for every member, from the eldest to the youngest, to feel connected to the achievements and the continued legacy of our business. During the gala, our father gave a heartfelt speech. He expressed his pride in the achievements we had managed as a family and his confidence in the future. He shared stories from the early days, drawing parallels between past challenges and how they were mirrored and overcome by the new generation. His words resonated with all, reinforcing the sense of continuity and the evolving nature of our family's legacy. Lily and I also spoke, highlighting the collaborative efforts that led to our recent successes and outlining our vision for the future. We emphasized our ongoing commitment to innovation, sustainability, and community engagement, which were now core principles of our business philosophy. Following the speeches, there was a palpable sense of excitement and optimism about the future. Conversations buzzed with ideas for new projects and initiatives, with the younger team members taking the lead in discussing potential innovations and strategies. The success of the event and the recognitions we received bolstered our family's and company's morale. It was a clear indicator that the path we were on was not only successful in terms of business metrics, but also in fostering a strong, unified family identity centered around shared goals and values. As we stood together, celebrating our collective achievements at the gala, the journey of our family and business came full circle. From the initial struggles and personal challenges to achieving remarkable industry recognition and fostering a vibrant, inclusive company culture, the path had been transformative. Reflecting on this journey, several key lessons stood out. The importance of fairness and recognition within a family, the value of transparent and inclusive leadership, and the undeniable benefits of embracing change and innovation were all crucial to our success. These principles had not only guided us through turbulent times, but had also laid a solid foundation for future growth. Looking ahead, our family and business face new challenges and opportunities with a renewed sense of purpose and confidence. The next generation of leaders, equipped with the tools and knowledge passed down and honed through their own experiences, are ready to take the helm. They are prepared to navigate the complexities of an ever-evolving market landscape while maintaining the core values that define our family's legacy. Our future plans involve expanding our technological innovations further into global markets, emphasizing sustainable practices and ethical business operations. We aim to leverage our success to make a positive impact on the wider community, continuing our scholarship programs and community engagement initiatives. Moreover, our family is committed to maintaining the bonds that have been strengthened through this journey. Regular family meetings and retreats will continue, serving not only as forums for business discussions but also as cherished gatherings to celebrate personal milestones and nurture our relationships. As I pen down these reflections, I am filled with gratitude for the lessons learned and the trials overcome. Our family story is a testament to the power of resilience, the importance of adaptability, and the incredible potential of a united family that stands together through ups and downs. This narrative, rich with growth and learning, closes with a hopeful gaze towards the future, a future bright with possibilities, guided by past wisdom and driven by a commitment to excellence and unity. As our business continues to thrive and evolve, the foundational changes we've implemented are proving their worth. The leadership transition has been smooth, with the younger generation confidently stepping into roles that challenge them to maintain our ethos while pushing the boundaries of innovation and service. Our engagements with the community have deepened. The scholarship fund has grown, now supporting a diverse group of talented students each year. These scholars are not just future leaders in technology and business, but are also ambassadors of the values we cherish. They carry forward the legacy of a business that believes in giving back as much as it gains. Our commitment to sustainability has led to partnerships that reflect our dedication to a healthier planet. Initiatives like our recent investment in renewable energy projects are not just good business, they're a promise to future generations that we will play our part in creating a sustainable world. Family gatherings have also transformed. They are no longer just formal meetings, but celebrations of what we've achieved together and discussions about where we are headed. These gatherings reinforce the bonds that have made our business strong and our family united. As I reflect on where we started and where we are today, I am overwhelmed with a sense of accomplishment and optimism. The challenges we faced were daunting, but they taught us the value of resilience and the power of a united front. Our business is not just a legacy of the past, but a beacon for the future. It stands as a testament to what can be achieved when a family comes together, embracing each other's strengths and working towards common goals. Our journey is a narrative of transformation, not just for a single generation, but for every generation to come. As the sun sets on one era, it rises on another, each day offering new opportunities to innovate, expand, and enrich not just our business, but the community that surrounds us. With each step forward, we carry the legacy of those who came before us, a legacy of integrity, innovation, and an unwavering commitment to community. This story, our story, does not end here. It is an ongoing saga of growth, learning, and unbreakable family ties, ever evolving and adapting to the winds of change. It is a story of a family that turned adversity into opportunity, discord into harmony, and ambition into reality. And so as we look to the future, we do so not with apprehension, but with excitement. For in our hands we hold not just the blueprint of what has been, but the potential of what is yet to come.